I am, got it. Okay, we'll start over for the third time. I am Phyllis Galloway, and I live in British Columbia, Canada, but I was born and raised in Indiana. And I've just come off of an 8-year mission working in the Family Search Department. So later on, if you have questions that I haven't answered, please feel free, and I will either find the answer if I don't know it. I need to share my screen. And screen one. And okay, nope, I forgot. Share again. There we go. All right. So some of the things that I want to talk about is things that are very out there in front of you, but a lot of people don't see them. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is public. If you don't know what that's about, that means that any picture you put in here can be seen by anybody that is deceased and has been tagged to that person. Okay, if you click private, however, you are the only one who is going to be able to see that memory. Okay, so I'm not sure if that was considered a part of the basic or not, but I wanted to do it. So adding titles, whoops, I just got that one all messed up. Right, raise titles, where did we go? Everything went out in a different file. Go there we go. Okay, so let's put this over. So there's some things that I wanted to cover just quickly. There again, in our other breakout room, if you want more help, you can ask for it. How to use the find feature in memories. A lot of people don't know that you can do that. I'm going to bring this one over that's got Family Search open. And I'm going to bring these pictures out of the way. Okay. So there's going to be an attachment sent out with the page that I'm actually working from. It will come out with your recording when Chelsea sends them out to you. So if you want to use the find feature in memories, it helps you to find photos, stories, documents, or audio files or albums that have been contributed by patrons to Family Search. So if you want to find out how to find it, let's go back and get back into just plain old memories. So you can go into memories and you can go down into find. Now there's lots of things that you can do with that. You can search by text, in which things you would put in like a name. Or maybe a town that might show up, or if somebody has written a story, you might put in story and then put in the word for that area or that person. The feature also searches for things that is in the first 250 characters of a story. So even if it's not in the first few sentences, it might show it up as well. The extra text in the story is not included in the search though, so you have to go in and look at it and find it itself. The following will not display in a text box, and that is persons with no person tags, persons with only unlinked person tags, and memories linked to living people in the family tree. Those things will not display, they won't show. So you can search by topic tags and find a feature. So let's say I wanted to search, and I'm going to be in my memories. So let's say I'm going to search Creasy. Now, Creasy is one of my main family lines, but I don't know where any of these pictures came from. I did add this one. So it's brought up all the memories, whether they're documents or whether they're pictures or what they are, that shows that from that search. So that's doing it by a word topic. You can go by, let's see, let's do a different one. Let's do Westmoreland. And it will talk about, it'll bring up the things. Now, this is a story. So that's come up in a story. This is a story. Sorry. Westmoreland family. I don't know who those people are, but I'm going to come back in here and find out. I actually only started using the find, just a minute.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Could you make that screen just a little bit more bigger?
I can go just a little bigger. There you go.
Thank you.
Look at the length of this lady's hair. Oh my gosh, that is just so beautiful. Anyway, I am going to get out of this then. And okay, so you can search topic tags. So if you've added a tag such as what? Creasy weddings. I don't think there is any, at least I haven't put any, but look at this. I don't have a single Creasy wedding in my gallery, but look at what is all shown up, and it's been tagged one place or another. Now, once they've come down and gone out of, once they've searched Creasy, they will search weddings separately. So you can get what's important. So Creasy weddings. So here's a William Creasy wedding. That's considered your main topic, you know, and the rest of them will go according to what it says second, which is Creasy. So I'm assuming this is a topic of a wedding. This one is as well. And this was as well. And the other ones after that are just going to be people who's got the name Creasy in their title or in their tag. Okay, so we can take that out. All right, so you know, if your family puts recipes in here, what about recipes? Let's go cookies. See if anybody has any results for cookies. There you go. Cookies for people. Cookies are names, pet names that they have for family or pets. I don't know. All of a sudden I have got a frog that doesn't want to go away. So, you know, you can put in anything that you want in there. Now, other than just doing it that way, there is an advanced search. This one was called a simple search. The advanced search is where you use what's called Booleos. And that is, you can use wildcards, or you could use the word and. So let's just go in here, and I'm going to use the word and. Let's say Willie and Nellie. Now let's see if that comes up. Now that's my grandparents. And so this is not coming up with anything that says Willie and that. So let's add to that Creasy. See if that comes up. Okay, there's my mother. So Willie, meaning the first part, and then Long, or Willie Mae Creasy, because that's her maiden name, so that's what I've put it in now. And then there is I think that is a death certificate. Yes, it is. This is myself, my mother, and my little sister the year before my mother died. This is a story. This is my grandmother. And then again, I have all these other places or people and obituaries that someone else has added in that I don't know all these people on. So you can use the Boolio and. Now, let's say you want to do a different one. Let's say you want to do let me go here. So let's do not. Let's go Willie not And I'm going to say Willie May. And I'll get rid of Melly out of there and bring that up. So I want to see if there's any Willies, but not Willie May. And there isn't. Now there's Willie Thomas. So if I put his middle name in, not Willie May, and search for that, it should come up with Willie and Thomas's that are in the screen or within that frame line. Okay. There's a lot of other Bolios that you can use. You can use, or you can do a grouping of people. And all of that's going to be in the sheet that will be coming out to you. So you just need to go in and practice and try and see what you can come up with. Okay, so I am going to get rid of that one. Okay, there's some other things that I wanted to talk about. One of them is tagging. So I know that tagging is something that almost everybody already has done. So I'm not going to go into depth on it. But what I wanted to make sure that I did was tell you that the way that I do my file names, I'm sorry, not tagging, I meant name, titling. Titling is what I meant. And when you go in and you title something, if you look at the way mine is titled, now this is the newest added, comes up this way. But if you go and you want to look for a specific person and you know their last name is, let's go Creasy, you don't have to look through all of these numbers and all of the people that start with Barber, because I've put the last name first. And so they are all now, when you click on A to Z, they are all in alphabetical order. And so you could easily go in and find who you want. Once you go out of that and go back to newest added, it will all go back to the way it was before. It just makes it an easy way to find somebody if you want a specific person. If you want to find out who's not tagged or titled, okay, for my instance, I have 3 people here that don't have titles, see? And they don't have tags because they are question marks in my life. I have these pictures, I actually have them, and this one's a cardboard one, but I don't know who she is. So it's listed in no title, and it's also listed in no, not tagged. So if you wanted to go in, like this one is not tagged. Some of these, just because I just added them, hasn't been done. But this one is my granddaughter, and she's alive and in Virginia going to college. So I don't want to tag her. I don't want information about her available out there for anyone else to see. So people not in an album. Is there anybody who doesn't know how to use an album or to make an album? Okay, Cindy. All right. Well,
I don't.
okay. All right. Well, in your gallery, when you come up and you go into your gallery on the left, you'll come up with new album. Now, I just made a new album and I called it Album Test. But if you wanted, you can just go in here and you have up to 200 characters so you can make an album and title it. Now, a lot of people like to do things like occasions. So they'll have Christmases and they'll have Christmas 1946, 47, 48, you know, all through the years. And some people would do like July 4th because their family gets together and has a great big celebration at that time. There could be Decoration Day. If you're in Tennessee, Decoration Day is a very big thing. All the family tries to get together where the main family lived, and the most of the people are in the cemeteries in that area, and they decorate the cemeteries with the American flag and flowers and whatever they want to decorate it with. So I'll just say album. And we'll just leave it at that because I've already got an album test. So right now I've got an album, but I've got no pictures in it. So let's see if I want to add this one. Okay. So if I want to add this one, I right click on it And that brings up the actions. So you know that if the picture's not straight, not upright, you can turn it from the right or to the left, but you can also add it to an album. And when you click to that, it comes up and goes, well, which one do you want? So I go, oh, I want it in the album one. Add to the album. So now that picture is down here. When I bring it up, it's right there. Okay. While we're here, and you can see, I've done lots of them. I've got lots of my main family people. I also have one that's living. Now, the living one is for a simple, specific reason. I have pictures in here of living people, and no one can see them but me. So what I do is I share them, so let me go in here and click on that. And I can click on share. So these are all the people that are living that's in here. And I can share it any way I want. Now, we strongly suggest in the missionary field that you don't do it with any of these, that you do it with an email. Because if you put it through any of these, anyone else who gets onto your line has access to your album. And you don't want that because these are living people. But if you email it, and I can turn around and I can email it to Schultz and Abby Schultz 2001 at yahoo.com. That's my daughter. Now, the reason that we do that is so if I pass away, those pictures aren't, they're not lost, but they're locked. And people can't do anything else with them because they're living, and they know they're living by the person who they are attached to. They will be locked so that no one else can see them. Oh, come on. Cancel district. Okay, go away. So if you want to share them, that's the best way to do it. If you want to delete an album that you've made, no, you don't want it to be as broad as Creasy and Long, my two main first surnames. I want to break the Creasy down into Trouts and Jennifer Jenkins and all different names. And I want to do the same thing with the other one because I found lots of pictures. So I want to break them down and make them bigger. So you can delete the one album and then you can open up 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 more albums, whatever you want. When you're done with those, you can get rid of the 2 big ones if you want to. Or you can leave them. It doesn't really matter. Oh, and there was something I just found out last night. I never knew this could happen. But you can do a slideshow and it will play the slideshow. So wouldn't this be great for a reunion? I mean, an anniversary party or whatever you put in, you make an album of just those pictures of that couple. And then all of a sudden, those pictures are going to circulate and you can put them up on a wall and you can put as many pictures in there as you want. As far as I know, I put in 50 and it didn't stop it. So that was good, but I loved it. I love that idea. And you can do it with any of the albums. It doesn't happen anywhere else. So, you can do it with any album that you have,
I have a question about deleting the album. Where does it go once you delete it? Just gone forever?
It may go into, I don't know, I've never deleted one. So let's just take it. I'll click on this one and I'm going to say delete album. Say, are you sure you want to delete this album? Delete album. It doesn't tell me where it went. So,
okay, because the reason why I ask is that if you're emailing somebody all these pictures out of that album,
yeah,
it doesn't take it away from their email.
Yes, right? Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Now, I don't know whether it would take it away from the fact that they could then, but if they've already opened it and accessed it and put it into their family search, they've already got it.
Okay,
Okay, now, if you send it out, and then you think, oh, wait a minute, I shouldn't have sent that out. That's somebody's first wife or first husband is in there and they ain't gonna like that picture being sent. I could then go back and delete the album and make a new album or just go into that album and remove that one picture. And
okay, thank you.
Where did you access the slideshow when you're in here?
Okay, you click on an album. Okay, any album, and then it's right here at the end. The slideshow. Okay.
We're kind of covering it up with our little boxes.
Oh, are you? Oh, see, I pulled all the pictures off to the other screen, so they're out.
Right.
Of
Well, you can move.
All right, I see it over there now. Okay. I had one more question with when you were bringing up all the pictures when you were looking for Creasy's or whoever, and you brought Valerie, and there are pictures that you didn't know. Can you click on them and find out who submitted, and then communicate with them?
Okay, so if you're in Memories in your big gallery, and you go over here and you say not titled, and you get these people, when you click on the picture and it brings it up, down here it tells you who submitted it.
Okay.
I submitted it in 2014.
Okay.
I've taken it from Ada Caroline Goad, and I think that that's who it is, but I want to verify it before I put the name on it for sure. So yes, you can.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? I love questions. It means people are thinking and wanting to try it. Okay.
I have a question.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's say that Phyllis and that I'm looking at is not in your album, it's in somebody else's album. How do I take it from them and put it in mine?
Okay, for you to see it, it would have to be that it's attached to a deceased person, right? Because it wouldn't show if it was in a living person's thing. So you can go in and click on an album, and you can click on Save As and save the picture. Let's go. Let's just see if I can do it from here. No, can't do it there. Let's go and drag him up. Come on. Okay, so if I were wanting to save that picture, I'd want more than just his face. I would maybe want, oh, come on. There we go. You don't come down to here. Okay, so if I click right on, click on that, it's save, select all, take a screenshot. So what you can do, it's not save as, it's take a screenshot. So you could take a screenshot of it, click or drag the page to select a region, press escape to cancel. So does that mean I need to bring this down? Okay, so it means that we want to bring it down to here and drag the picture and take the part that we want. Okay, and now we can download it. And if you download it, it should tell you, it should come up and ask you where you want it. But it didn't. Go see if it's in. If it's in the downloads. Let's try this. Nope, that's not going to work either. Okay, it's said it downloaded it. You'd have to find out where it's downloaded. I've never tried to do that, so it's downloaded somewhere.
It's more than likely in your files under downloads.
For download. So if you went into your little yellow folder and bring it over, I keep forgetting I got to bring it over here and go to downloads.
At the top.
Oh, screenshot right there. Very good. There you go. So there's your picture, and then you could add it, and you could have made it bigger. You know, it was just where the box was that I put it on. That's all. Okay, and then you could go in and save it as, and then you could give it a title and that sort of thing.
And where did you get the downloads folder from?
this little yellow box. So if we click out of here and you click on this, it's called the Explorer file. So if it's going to explore your whole hard drive, and you have to know where you want to go in which drive. In this case, we just simply wanted downloads. So we clicked on that, double click, I guess. And the screenshot that we did today is right here.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so whoops.
It's about time to wrap up, but if you have a few more things, that's good, but just so that you are aware.
Okay, so we've done the slideshow, we've done the sharing an album and how to do that. Okay, you're going to receive in your package that Chelsea sends you a page that says, who can see memories I add in Family Search after I die? You really, really want to read that because it will make a big difference. Chelsea's been adding all kinds of stuff that she knows now will not be seen by anybody else because they've been attached to living people. When she dies, her account is locked. They don't get rid of the stuff, but it is locked. So there again, make an album, put those things in it, share it with somebody so that you can, take it and go on with it. Yeah, I can't even get into that. It'll take too long. Okay, so is there any other questions? Wow, that
Yes.
time went so fast.
Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
You mentioned that it was very important to decide whether your memories are public or private.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Let's say that mine are private. Can I change them to public or vice
sure
versa?
can. Yeah, you sure can.
Okay.
Anytime you want. So this one is public. If I found out that, let's say that this child, no, let's say that, you know how they make a headstone and the first person that dies, their information is all there. But if it's going to be a double headstone, sometimes they put the name of the second spouse there, even though they don't have other dates, or they may even put the birth date in as well. They just don't have the death date because they're still living. So you may want to change that to private. And so all you got to do is go in and click on that and make private. And that way it'll only be seen by you. It won't be seen by anybody else.
So you can choose by memory. You don't have to choose the whole album or the whole.
No, by each picture individually
Okay.
or
Thank you.
image. Okay. Any other questions?
Phyllis?
Yes.
This is Sandra. Can you, is there any way that you can delete, say you've got 6 of the same picture in somebody's file?
Sure
And
you
before, you couldn't, if you hadn't put it in, you couldn't delete it, but is that still true?
Okay, so if you put it in, let's pick a picture that I don't really want to worry about because, okay, oh, and one more thing I wanted to say. If you put a picture in an album, it still stays in your gallery. The only way it comes out of here is if you put it in your archive. Okay, and then it comes out of the gallery. It's still in the program and you can bring it up anytime you want, but you don't have to have it here if you're sorting through it all. So let's take this one. So I've got it in. Whoops. Why did you do that? Okay, so you can go into any one of them that you want. Now I created this one. Okay, that is interesting. Okay, go to actions and delete. So that's how you would do it. You would click on the picture, bring it up, go to actions and then delete. Okay.
But you can't delete a one if you didn't put it in, can you?
No, I don't think you can. No.
Phyllis,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Hey, it's time for the class to wrap up. Are you
Okay.
done? And then so that people could go into their breakout room. So just try to wrap it up, okay?
Okay, that's
All
what
right.
we were just doing, was asking.
Okay.
if they had any.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So at this point, I guess anyone who has any other questions can go into the breakout room. Is that right, Chelsea?
Yeah, so you can either, you can just go into your breakout room and have your helper help you. And if, you could certainly ask Phyllis a question here too.
Okay, so, so now, okay, so for me though, to close off this, or I don't close it off, Carrie Ann will? I gotta stop sharing first, that's first.
I will go ahead and stop the recording and then everybody just needs to leave and go to their own breakout rooms and we'll be fine.
Okay.
Thank
So,
you, Phyllis.
You're welcome.